So hello, I had said previously that I was going to put up a clothing haul of some of the bits and bobs that I'd picked up over the last few weeks. So I thought throughout this video what I would do is just talk about things that I'm wearing, but also insert little clips of me wearing them so you can see what they're like on as well. We should get started, shouldn't we? Not sponsored. I'm aware these are Christmas cups. I know the red cups come out at Christmas, don't they? But I've had them a long time. The first thing I'm going to start off with is this kind of ribbed, it's just a vest top. I can't really like make out like it's anything too fancy, but it's ribbed. I really like the fit of it, and I really like, it's one of those ones you can wear it without a bra and it's not see-through, and I quite like that, especially when you've just got a wee pair of high-waisted jeans on. This one is a size small. It was $9.99 from Zara. So I think Zara sizes can be a little bit funny. Small, medium, large, I would always think I would be a medium. With smaller sizes in Zara, I think depending on the fit of it, as this is quite a stretchy vest top, you get away with it. But then sometimes I put on things in Zara that's a size 12 and I'm like, ugh, and I can't get into them. So you'd have to go and try it on, but these are really basic. They're from Zara Basic. You get them in white as well. I think I've seen cream and blue and stuff like that as well. You probably find them online, and I just think it's dead comfy, dead easy for a really relaxed outfit, but still a little bit stylish, still a little bit something about it. You could probably get things in Primark that are similar, but what I like about these is they've got the raw edge. They've just been overlocked around the edge, if you know what that is. Anybody who does any kind of sewing and stuff might know what I mean. It's not got a seam to it, it's just overlocked at the edge, which means it shouldn't fray, but it's not got like an actual seam to it. I find sometimes when I go in and get vest tops and things from Primark or Asda or George, things like that, they're just really basic looking. This gives it a little bit more of a coolness, which sounds really cheesy, but it's the truth. So the second thing I'm going to speak about, I briefly spoke about in my last video as well, was a gown from Monsoon. Now, as I said before, their basic stuff I find can be a bit samey, you can get it everywhere. But I find that their evening things, their event things, wedding things, formal wear is really quite good. I really like Coast as well for formal wear. But you know, when you spend £100, £200 on an outfit that you think I'm going to wear to a wedding and am I ever going to be able to wear it again, can be a bit disheartening. I am not a celebrity, I am not someone who's going to events, I am not someone who's a businesswoman that's going to balls, you know, somebody that's going to film premieres, etc, etc. I'm not someone who's going to be going somewhere where it calls for you to be wearing a gown on a regular occasion. Any charity events, etc. So if I can find it when it goes into a sale, it is a winner. And the gown that I had picked up, I believe it's called the Freya, but it did start out at £149, 150 quid. I got it when it went to £74, and then put a coupon code on top of it which got 20% off, and eventually gave me it for £59. It is fitted. I love the shape of the neckline. I really like a kind of racer back style at the front. Does that make sense? So it's something that comes like that. I feel it's more flattering. That's probably why I kind of like these vests as well. I feel it's more flattering if it's something that kind of cuts that shape. The Freya one though, as you will see when I've got it on, actually has cutouts. Now I am not a fan of the cold shoulder cutout things. I don't think I really own anything in that style, but it actually gave it that neckline as well, which I thought was really nice. It also has frills coming around the front, as you can see, and what my idea is that it's obviously very fitted on the body. I'm not going to get away with having my pump underneath it. Sometimes in styles like that, I just have my pump underneath it and get on with it. I have to just accept that people know I wear a pump and it's something that's going to be under my clothes. But if I can, I try to disguise it. So with the frills being there, I'm going to try and disguise it at the back underneath the frills so that you won't see it at the front if I have any photos taken, and even when walking around it will not be too obvious. And then I'll just have to ask my lovely other half to help me get it whenever I need to eat something. So that was the first thing I got, and I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's so flattering. I think after Meghan and Harry's wedding, I'm saying that like I know them, like they're my best pals, but after that wedding, it was either the yellow that Amal Clooney was wearing, or everybody was talking about the navy that Victoria Beckham had on. I didn't particularly love the style of Victoria Beckham's dress, but the colour was fantastic, and I think for someone with my skin tone and my dark hair, it's actually something that can be really, really nice, classic and classy. Do I want to say classy? Without looking too, it's a bodycon dress that could go quickly into looking too seductive, but with the navy, the deep navy colour, and the wedding that I'm going to is in late September, so we're not going to be in the midst of summer. I think it will be really flattering. So I got this fascinator to match in the same colour. This is originally £35. £35 for a fascinator just seems absolutely bloody bonkers to me. And I know people pay much more than that. My dad used to make my mum's fascinators for going to weddings. He would just buy a hairband and attach all sorts of stuff onto it. And I've done the same. Not everybody can do that though. Not everybody has the time to do that. And this came down to £13, I think. 11 or £13. Actually, I think it was 11 because I think the shoes that I got from Monsoon were 13. That's why I'm getting mixed up. And I think that's okay, that's reasonable. And given that it's a perfect match as well, it's just a headband style. And I'm actually going to have my hair up to go to the wedding. Can we see it? So it will sit something like that, but I'm going to have my hair up. So I think that will match very nicely alongside it. I seen them putting it on forward, oh look at my hair, forward like that, but I'd also seen pictures with it on the other way. So you could wear it with the point to the back and that would be lifted at the front, which I think is quite nice because depending on the shape of your face, that can cover quite a lot of your face when it's coming down like that. It doesn't bother me because my fringe sits at that shape anyway. But depending on the way you've got your hairstyle and stuff, you might want it front or back. So it's okay. Swiftly moving on to stuff that you can wear every day instead of formal attire. The last thing that I picked up from Monsoon / Accessorize was a lovely pair of loafery type shoes, I suppose. I saw these online the same time that I saw the gown and ordered the gown. I also ordered a yellow, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it was like a yellow lace, lemon yellow lace gown. It just wasn't, it didn't suit me. The style wasn't as nice. But I did see these, and actually when I seen these online, I thought these cutouts were just, you would see your skin colour through them, but actually there's like gold kind of silver sheen material underlaid the cutouts. So actually it's got a bit of a kind of shine sparkle effect to it as well. Now these were like £45 before they went into the sale, and I got them for, as I say, £13 odds. I think it might be leather upper, but they're not, you know, I don't think they're going to be shoes that are going to last you years and years and years. And they're 45 quid. They're similar to something you would get in New Look or Primark. When I seen they came down to £13, that's when I purchased them. Online they didn't have my size, and they were in the shop when I went to take back the other gowns in the different sizes, and the yellow one I didn't like. So these were a bargain. I was very, very pleased with these, and they're just everyday things that I will be able to wear. Even going into autumn, I think these will be wearable shoes. I think everything else after that I got was from New Look. And the first one being this jumpsuit. Again, if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll have seen the snapshots as I was in the changing room trying things on. And it just reminds me, I don't know why, but it reminds me of Mario Brothers. So it's a denim, all complete denim, culotte style jumpsuit. As I say, I will insert some clips of me actually wearing it. I got a size 12 and it was £25. I think this was the most expensive thing that I bought. And it came with a little tie round belt as well, but you could put your own belt on it. You don't need to wear a tie belt. I just really enjoy the style of it. For a size 12, usually in jumpsuits and things like that, I kind of struggle because I would maybe need a 14 on the bottom, but this actually fits really, really well. And the funny thing was, I tried on a jumpsuit that they had in New Look that was like a handkerchief tie at the back where your brow is. So if I can find that, I'll put a little photo of it up, what it was like as well. And the funny thing was, I tried that in a 12 and it was, no, I tried that in a 14 I think, because they didn't have a 12, and that was barely fastenable on the hips. It was terrible. So it just goes to show you, sizing is absolute mince. Anybody who has perhaps stumbled across my videos, I hope to God that you watch Lucy Jane Wood, because she done a whole video on buying size 14, I think it was, size 12 or 14 jeans from every single different like high street and ASOS store brand. And it was so funny because it's true, like you go into shops from the same shop, and I tried on 2 denim jumpsuits, one in a 12, one in a 14. This one fits absolutely fine. If anything, is a little bit big around the hips. And I tried the 14 on and it was almost, I couldn't even get it done. So sizing is a lot of rubbish. And even going into autumn, I'll be able to wear a little t-shirt under it. I'll be able to wear a jumper over it. I don't think it'll be too difficult to transition from summer into autumn with this item. Kat's decided she wants to climb into the plastic bag. Sorry. If it was your child, you would stop them putting plastic bags on their head, but she loved it. I have no concerns. She's alright. So the second item that I got in New Look was a denim skirt. Now I've probably not had a denim skirt since I was 15 years old, maybe? And they were like hipster denim skirts. But I think I bought one a few years ago and it was like a denim pencil skirt. And I ended up trying to sell on Depop. But I barely ever wore it. I think it was more the shape of it. Being a pencil skirt, it kind of bumfled up a little bit. The fit of it was just all wrong, so I decided no, it wasn't for me, so I put it on Depop to sell. This one, however, I wore for the first time yesterday and really like it. It is more of a sits on the waist, the natural waist skirt, but also is long enough that it's not a bit of a, what you might hear in Scotland your mum calling a fanny pelmet. It's not quite knee length, but it's not quite thigh high either, which I quite like. I really like the shape of it, I really like the style of it, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a great one. I thought it'd be really transitional summer into autumn. But now here's the thing, I got this in a size 12. It was $19.99 from New Look denim section. I didn't feel that the size was wrong. If anything, I felt it was sat on my waist fine with a belt, but as I walked it came up a little bit, because as you walk, you know, it was moving up over my hips and the waist was too big a little bit. So actually I thought the sizing was fine. It meant I had to kind of pull it down at times, but it was absolutely fine. It was comfortable. When I sat down I didn't feel it was too tight around my thighs. But I got home yesterday evening and I kneeled down to feed my cat, and it wasn't even like a full squat, wasn't anything like that. I literally just kind of leaned over to put food in her bowl, and look what happened. The front section of it just went right up the middle. Now, there are kind of distressing on it, and round the bottom is frayed. That little bit there was kind of what that was like at the front here. And this basically is just split right up, which I am less than happy about. I bought it under a week ago and I've worn it once, so this will be getting taken back. And they better bloody refund it, to be honest with you, because I just don't think that's acceptable. It's not like I'm trying to squeeze into a size 8. You should be able to move and things, and they don't split completely. I think that's a bit unacceptable. If they have it in the same style, but there doesn't seem to be fraying in this area here, then I might pick up the same one. If they don't, then I might just take the money and get another skirt somewhere else, which is a shame because I really did like this. The next item is, so it's a beautiful pair of paper bag waisted trousers. They're more of a kind of tailored fit trouser. I got these in a size 12. Again, took the 14 into the dressing room to try and see what one would be better, but actually the 12 fit really well. Again, I will put in a little picture of me wearing this because I've had this on already. You have 2 little pockets on the back here, and I just think they're lovely. They're really smart. The colour is so autumnal, but at the moment I think it can be worn with lighter tops and things in the summer still. With boots, with flats, with anything, I think these trousers are glorious. I paid £20 for these as well. Now these come in lots of different colours because my mum picked them up in a cream. She's picked them up for our holiday to Australia in November. because she feels she would want a cream pair in the sun. But I thought these were just stunning. The colour is fantastic. It's everything that I want in autumnal colours, and I really, really like these. And so far, they haven't split anywhere, so I'll be keeping these. And lastly, I picked up, you know how New Look have got those bits in store where it's different brands like AX Paris and Cameo Rose and blah blah blah. All these different brands it's inside New Look. So this is actually from Cameo Rose, but through New Look, and it's bloody beautiful. This, as soon as I put it on, I thought this is something I have to buy. It's yellow for a start, and I think I've got a real problem with yellow. But it's a little bit like one of these button dresses down the front. The top half of it is kind of like this handkerchief tie detail, which can be undone, and then there's a little hole, and then the waistband. I'm going to be honest, I don't have a big chest. I think I've said that before whenever I've been doing kind of clothing videos. I have not been blessed with a big bust. I wear a size C, and that's me being generous to myself. So for me, I can go braless with this, and it is beautiful. I'm not sure how people will feel wearing this if you do have a bigger chest and you need to wear a bra. I'm not sure if that in the middle there would cause issue with cleavage, gaping, or if it would actually sit really nice. But on me, on someone who's quite small chested, it's bloody gorgeous. I can't, honestly, I just love this. How much did I pay for this? This was also £20, which isn't totally unreasonable. And it's that kind of mustard yellow colour again, and then it's got buttons all down the front, and it is a midi dress again, so very flattering. Goes right over my massive hips and bum. And I just fell in love with this. I thought it was absolutely stunning. So that's everything I picked up when I was out last. I'm trying very hard to not buy trends. I'm trying very hard to just shop what I already have and pick up bits and bobs along the way, but it's so hard to do when you see things like that dress and you're like, oh, I need that in my life. Next year button dresses will be nowhere to be seen, and I don't know what I'll do with it. Yellow will not be in fashion, but things like this, for instance, I pick up and I think, you know, that I will wear on and on and on. But I am trying really hard to just shop what I've got in my wardrobe. At the moment I'm doing the August Style Diary Challenge through Michaela McDade. She does the Miss Budget Beauty channel on here, and she also has Diary of a Spendaholic, and it's through her Diary of a Spendaholic Instagram account that this hashtag is currently being used. What the theory is, I believe, is that because there's been such a heat wave in Britain at the moment, she's talking about how we can transition holiday clothes that we would usually only have a chance to wear on holiday into everyday wear in the UK. Unfortunately, Scotland's summer has been and gone, and it is nowhere to be seen now. It is so grey outside at the moment, so, and it's that like smirry, spitty rain as well. So I've found that my stuff has probably been gearing more towards the autumnal side of things rather than wearing summer clothes. Been trying desperately to still hold on to summer. Luckily I am off in a few weeks, and obviously we'll be away to Australia in November, so I will be able to use the items again. They're not just going to be bought and never worn. But you should go and check out her channels, and you should go and check out the hashtag on Instagram as well. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this wee video. Hope you're enjoying some of the new videos that I've been putting up. I don't think I spoke about my diabetes too much in the last few videos, and I think that's probably just because at the moment things are very stable. I've not been having a lot of trouble with it, and to me, I'm just living my everyday life, so sometimes it can be very difficult to then feel, oh, I want to speak about that, or this is what I eat in a day, this is what I make as my meal plans, and this is how I count carbohydrates, because I think a lot of people won't understand that, and a lot of people might find it a little bit boring, whereas a lot of other people will think, oh, I'm really glad like that somebody who's similar, somebody who feels the same, somebody who wears a pump and struggles with where do you put your pump when you're wearing clothes and stuff like that, or maybe it's something that doctors have spoke to you about and you're genuinely worried about how it looks under clothes or how other people will perceive it. So that's something that I kind of hope to put across in these videos that actually it makes absolutely no hide nor hair of difference. Actually, I think I maybe already mentioned when I had met Anna from the Anna edit the other week, she actually thought it was like a pager or something. No, it's just my insulin pump. So I hope that gives some scope to anybody who's kind of worried about looking into it for that reason. Obviously that's not a main reason not to try it or to try it, but I just thought it might be an aspect that people don't really think about. So I hope you find this useful. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and if you've made it to the end, thank you very much for watching. You can check me out on Instagram and Twitter, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! Meow. Meow. She's obviously camera shy. Hello, welcome back. Hello. There is a hair on my lip. Can you see it? What is that? You know when you look, I've got those bits in the shop that's